Hello YouTubers! Hey, it has been a long time since I've done a cooking video, and it's time to correct that situation real quick. So tonight I'm going to make a very simple dinner. I'm sorry, it's not going to be low carb. Probably should be, but we're going to use some spaghetti in it, but instead of low carb, it's going to be whole grain spaghetti. So let's take a quick look at the ingredients for artichoke and shrimp spaghetti. Alright, we're going to start out with about a half of this box. It's a 12-ounce box, so approximately 6 ounces of whole grain. Actually, it's linguine, not spaghetti. Sorry, I call it spaghetti, but it's linguine. We will have about 4 cloves of garlic that I'm going to chop up. 1 nice red onion that will be chopped up. A can of mushroom pieces and stems. I'm going to open it and drain these, and we'll just use the mushroom pieces. 1 big can of diced tomatoes. Okay. Obviously you can use fresh tomatoes out the garden if you want, but we don't have much of a tomato garden and I don't have any fresh tomatoes. We're happy with diced canned tomatoes. 1 can of artichoke hearts quartered, and again we'll open this and drain it. We had about a pound of shrimps. I have peeled and deveined them. I'm not going to show you how to do that, obviously I've already done it. I would suggest strongly that if you want to learn how to peel and devein shrimp, take a look at Chef Bork's channel. Chef Bork has got a video on how to quickly peel and devein shrimp, and he does a fantastic job, far better than I do, so I recommend that. Finally, we need some fresh lemon juice. And to saute up the onion and garlic, at the very beginning we're going to use just a little bit of olive oil. So there's the main ingredients. I'm waiting for the water to come to a boil so that we can get the spaghetti going. And there's no point in you sitting there waiting for water to boil. That's a forever job. So we'll cut the video now and start it up as soon as I get going with the actual cooking. I've just been reminded by the lovely and gracious Miss Judy that I forgot a couple ingredients. So we're going to need some fresh cracked black pepper. We're going to need a pinch of salt. I'm going to use kosher. We're going to need beer for the chef. Alright, the spaghetti is starting to boil, so now it's time to start on the rest of the dish. I've already got the pan turned on. Time to just saute the onions in a little bit of olive oil sufficiently to get them a little bit soft. I don't want them totally cooked through, but starting on a little soft. So here goes 1 large red onion, and we will saute that for a few minutes. Alright, the spaghetti is off and it's draining and it's cooked. You can see the onions are just slightly softened. They're not cooked through. I don't want them cooked through at this point. It's time to add our 4 cloves of garlic. And we'll just give that a little bit of a stir. That's enough. Next thing to go in is the can of drained mushroom pieces. We want to mix these around, let them get happy. Then in comes the can of artichoke hearts. Again, we mix that in and let it get happy. They're all loving each other right now. Then the entire can of tomato. I need to rinse that out. I'll put a little bit of white wine in. Changed my mind, used red wine. Close enough for government work. We want to bring this up to nice and hot. Then we'll add the shrimps. Set that down. Next thing to go in is just a little teeny bit of salt. Oh, that's way too much. I didn't even put all that in. Toss the rest away. A little bit of pepper. That's good. And finally, just a little bit of lemon juice. So there we are, that's that. We're going to let that come up to a simmer and then put the spaghetti back into it. The second last thing to go in is going to be the shrimps. So this is a good, it's not quite simmering, but it's a little bit around the edge. I can see it there. So now the raw shrimps go in. And just let them cook. When they're just about done, then the spaghetti will go in. And we've got a complete, it's almost like a casserole. But it, we think of it as, around here we call it artichoke spaghetti. So we'll let these come up to temperature and let the shrimps get happy with all the rest of it. Time to put some spaghetti noodles back into this. Those, as you saw, were pre-cooked. I'm not going to put all of them in. We can always, whoever wants more at the table can add a few. There you go. We will stir the whole thing up a little bit. Give those, with the shrimp, after I put the shrimps in, I gave it about 4 or 5 minutes. So my timing basically was about 3 or 4 minutes with the onions, just the onions, then I added the garlics and stuff. After I added the tomato, it was about 3 or 4 minutes to bring it up to temperature. Then added the shrimps for another 3 or 4, maybe up to 5 minutes, I don't think so. Now the spaghetti are back in. It's time to turn off the temperature. I'm going to get a small plate and see if I can't scoop a little of this up. And we'll have a taste. Okay, let's give this a try. Usually my wife cooks this, so we're not sure if it's going to work this time because I'm doing the cooking instead of her. But normally this would be one of her signature dishes, and I'm trying it. We're going to test. You know what? I'm happy with it. It tastes good. Of course, it always helps if you can have something to sip along with it. But it's going to be a good dinner. We're going to sit down and enjoy our dinner together. Thank you for watching my video. I know it's been a while since I've done one, and I appreciate those of you who've stuck around long enough to catch the next one. Hey, if you're a subscriber to my channel, thank you very much for having subscribed. I appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber and you're just stumbling across me, great. I hope you liked this enough, or some of my other videos, especially my cooking and weaving and travel videos, that you will think enough to take the time to subscribe to me and watch future videos, or even watch some of my old ones if you've just now found me. Anyways, thanks much for taking the time to watch. Bye-bye.